Hey guys, Streams here, coming at you with another battle report, and today I'm gonna continue building my decks and all that stuff for Eldar. This time I'm gonna go with a different approach. Last time we played the Deep Strike Detachment basically, and this time I'm gonna play a little bit more mobility and see how that goes. So now our HQ here, we have an Autark with a warp jump. I think I gave him swooping hawk wings now that I see him, and also he has his laser lance. Just because he can move around pretty quickly, moving 18, and we can get him into position where he can do something. And troops, I have 3 bike units, scatter lasers, nothing else. Just simply because I had some points left, I needed a cheap unit, and turns out bikes are pretty cheap, even in combination with other stuff. In Fast Attack I have 5 Shining Spears, no upgrades on them. A pretty basic unit. They are all basically SCOM stock, good against marine equivalents and transports and stuff. And they're also pretty fast and skilled riders, so you can jump through the city and not break your neck. Pretty nice. Then over here we have 3 Reaver jet bikes, which I'll throw the die for right now. See what kind of drugs they are on today, and that is a 2. 2 means Grave Lotus, +1 strength on the basic weaponry, which is not bad. I mean, that means we can take transports out more easily, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. It's decent. The one guy here, as you can already read, has a heat lens, just for some more anti-tank, and then no other upgrades on them. Then we have 1 Beastmaster with no beast around, just to feed me some capability to hold objectives or just move forward and die, because we should get some strength from death here. And then heavy support, I have 3 Falcons in 1 squad, making this cloud strike formation basically so everybody can deep strike, and also they do not scatter. The first one is placed, and then the other 2 have to be within 4 inches since it's a squadron, and then you have big blob of dudes, and they sit in there and they don't scatter, so you can do some pretty precise killing with those. In each of them there's 6 Dire Avengers. They are all coming for the Dire Avenger Shrine, granting them +1 ballistic skill and rerolling all of their checks. And in addition to that, they get +1 shot more for 1 round, which I'll hopefully use twice, basically in 1 round, since this detachment can allow us to do that. So it's going to be interesting. This is a try to see how Dire Avengers will do in these kind of lists. Obviously, they are a good unit in themselves, but I wanted to try, does it really work that well, or do we have an issue with dying too quickly afterwards? But in theory, they should destroy a bunch of marine squads. And we have 2 D cannons in heavy support, just because D is amazing against vehicles and so on, and it's a little blast, so it's pretty hard to miss, and it is very durable, being toughness 7 everything. So really annoying little support unit. Then in elite, we have 5 Wraithguard with their normal D cannons, not sized today because I don't want to waste so much points. Same idea, assassinating some monster creatures or whatever, transports, all the big stuff basically that the Avengers and so on cannot deal with. And an Archon with a webway portal to support these guys. And he does not have any upgrades, I believe. And then in Lord of Warslaughter we have 1 Wraith Knight, simply because I wanted to see how he can jump around and do some work maybe. And that is the detachment. All of this is a detachment, even the formation, simply because the super detachment allows us to bring all kinds of formations in itself, which is really nice because you keep the extras from the formation and from the entire detachment too. The entire thing is called the Reborn Warhost Detachment, which is the Ynnari faction, basically, specific detachment, and all of these gain 2 actions on upon every death of a unit within 7 inches around them, and then they get to perform a second action with Soul Burst, which is pretty interesting because I have some good Dakar here and here and here, and then we can shoot again or make these guys move again and charge again, and will increase our mobility into pretty crazy levels, and hopefully that will do something. I forgot to mention these guys have star cannons, and the Wraithknight does have it too, but other than that he has his D cannons. Since he can fire independently, I just wanted to have some more extra Dakar. And we're fighting against the same list as before, Ultramarines standard list, so I don't have to remember any rules here. I kept them with Power Fist and Storm Shield, Jump Pack, 6 tactical units, all in Razorbacks with Flamer Plasma Melta in each, 2 Devastator squads, 1 with Multi-Melta, and 2 Assault Marine squads with 2 Flamers and drop pods without their jump packs. Makes 1 Gladius Strike Force basically, so all these transports are for free, which is the only selling point of this kind of detachment basically. And then over here we have a chaplain with Cataphractic Terminators, 2 squads of Sternguard Combat Squaded and drop pods, making the first company task force, gives them preferred enemy, fearless, fear, and allows them for some nice alpha striking in combination with this meat on the board. This time I think I'm gonna start with the Terminators on the table. Usually the deep striking doesn't work really well, and I want to have some threat on there. Might just outright kill them due to the D coming in, but at least they have 4+1 save, so they might be actually safe. You never know. I'm also gonna keep him on the board today. He's gonna join them, and everything else is deploying in their transports, and then we'll see about the rest. Okay, I'm gonna play normal Dawn of War deployment here, because last time I played the far map, this time I want to play the close map. We need a Warlord trait here. Warlord trait for the Autark, who is my Warlord obviously. He allows me to press 1 to my reserves, which is obviously pretty nifty due to the Cloud Strike formation and also the Webway portal. And I think I have to reroll that one because it's he's not a Psyker. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fearless bubble within 7 inches. I think I still want to reroll that. Fearless is cool and everything, but these guys are fearless. These are not running away as quickly because they're rerolling. Now I'm gonna reroll. Okay, and instead I got the worst one. That is, it will not die on the Autark. I mean, can be useful, but no, not really. Alright, Ultramarines going for strategic. Automatic night fighting first turn and night vision. Pretty nice for them to get some cover against those blade storm wounds and all of that. Although they will come in turn 2, so yeah, not bad, not necessarily. And they can reroll anyway, so that's no choice. Okay, choosing sides here. Eldar will choose the side. It's interesting. This one does have a little bit more cover, although this here is perfect for D-cannons and the like. But so is this one. So, interesting. I think I'm gonna stay on this side here. Yeah. So actually we'll swap sides. I'm not gonna stay, we will swap sides. Okay, who wants to deploy first? Ultramarines have the choice. Let's see. I think this time they will go second because there's less of an alpha strike coming, and last time I did not enjoy having my guys not where I need them, and I would like to have the Assault Marines after the Dire Avengers came down. Okay, so Eldar will deploy first. Let's start with the little Ds. They cannot move really fast, so I'm gonna have to put those to the front. Probably around here, because then we have less of an issue with reaching targets, and we also have some nice cover in here, which always helps. Like so. And then we have, whoops, a Guardian right next to it, and then a Guardian behind it. Now they will run a little bit and then move a little bit, and then they should be fine. The same thing over here, deploying inside the ruin. And now with some 24 range, they have some good threat range, saying this is a no-go zone because of the D that you're gonna get. Sounds about right. Wraith Knight has a little bit of an advantage on this map because he can actually hide behind stuff and get his cover saves since he does not have an invuln save. So we have to imagine, where do we want them the most? Probably in the middle, because it is easier for him to reach a target that he wants to, or we just hide him behind that building. I'm not sure about that one. I think we're just gonna hide here and then jump forward, because he crosses the map rather quickly and he has his D-shot. So these guys are on in Deep Strike reserves. And next we have the Shining Spears and the Reavers and everything. Shining Spears could outflank, but I don't want them to. I think I want to stay on the map. And I'll try to cover as much as I can. So probably on this side, since they have Scaled Rider, they will not break by moving through that terrain, so might as well. Get some nice cover saves here. And then these guys here will take the other flank, because there's some room behind those barrels here. And they have Scaled Rider too, so they can shoot forward and then turbo boost somewhere where they need it. Since they don't have any shooting to speak of, they can just use their mobility this turn. I think that's a better plan than anything else. Alright, and then the jet bikes basically have to position themselves in such a way that they can reach targets they want to. Which is not really that hard, right? They are just jet bikes. So I'm gonna keep them behind this building so they can peek out when they have to. And then I'll keep another unit back here with the Wraith Knight, whose model should be fixed because it's broken. And I'm thinking about keeping some down here. But I don't think it's necessary, really. I'm just gonna fill the gaps with some more jet bikes. Yeah, they have some good cover in there, and they don't have to move to get anything. Alright, so last but not least, we have the Beastmaster and the Autark. Those are mainly here for triggering the death stuff, so I'm gonna keep the Autark inside of that ruin, but as far forward as I can. And the Beastmaster is gonna go down the middle again, I think. Right there. Just through here. Actually, I'm gonna hide her inside of the river like so. Because he's very small and he might get through there without getting seen. Okay, that is it. A very weird looking army, but I mean, a bunch of stuff is not on the board yet. So it's bound to look some kind of weird. After all, we're playing against a 3-point cheese, so we have to be a little bit careful with wasting our own resources. Okay, the multi-melters will deploy today. I don't feel like wasting my time inside of a Razorback again. and they will deploy inside of this ruin, so we have some kind of power against that Wraith Knight. Because other than that, we don't have any focus shooting that could take him down quickly enough. And I'll keep the Razorback around just in case, so I don't get killed, so I can block him off when he tries to come in. The Devastator Razorback is the least important, so I'm gonna park that one right up front, and then these here on the flank, because there's the Shining Spears over there. Right there, and the other one probably over here as well, because there's the Reaver jet bikes. And then I'm gonna hide this one tad more. Actually, we have to move back a little bit. That's a little bit too far, like so. There we go. And then these guys here are fine where they are, I think. Yeah. Okay. Melta is gonna hide in the middle, because that's where we need it, probably. And the other Melta, same idea, because they need to deal with the Wraith Knight as soon as he comes up. And we have some nice positioning here to actually get to him, because we have 12-inch range. We actually have to make sure that we can reach him at some point. And then I'll keep the plasma pretty nearby the flamers, I guess, and then I'll move forward the next turn. This one is gonna hide behind this building as well. Okay, so now where do I want the Terminators? That's the question. Because they can't deep strike, that's not gonna end well for them. And just we have to find a position where they feel comfortable. Probably around this side, to be honest, because they don't care about the Shining Spears too much, since those don't get any armor saves and everything, and they can ignore their armor saves and their weapons at the same time, which is obviously nice because they don't have any AP too. So I keep them on this side just as a ground force and prevent the Eldar from just overrunning me the first turn. And then the Stern Guard can come in next turn and see what they can do against the Eldar spam. Okay. No seizing the initiative, so that is turn 1 Eldar. And let's start that right away. So the question is, what do I want to kill first? We have a D-cannon over here. That D-cannon is only in range of 1 Razorback, although it can shoot here as well. The jetbikes probably should hunt the multi-melters first, because those are pretty annoying. So we have 48 range on these bikes, so we can just pop out here just a little bit and keep shooting. And that should be fine already. And the Reaver jetbikes will simply go straight forward, ignoring terrain and everything right there. So we can move them flat out next turn. And we see what they can do. The Wraith Knight is gonna hop forward because that's his job. He's a big distraction carnifex basically. And he even has some cover here because of the high buildings, so that's pretty much his best position he can be in for now. Beastmaster's gonna move 12 inches. She does ignore dangerous, so don't worry about her. And she drops down there, so she's well hidden. And then we have to check the other line of sight of the jet bikes here. Oh, they can all see and they can all fire, so that's fine. They can stay where they are. And then these guys here will just hop over a tad and keep shooting at the Terminators, I guess, because we can peel off some models. And then these shining spears will just... Actually, I think I want to reposition those, because I don't like the Terminators. They might as well move over to this flank instead. Okay, so they're moving full 12 to here. One of them falls down. And then they can reposition themselves as they need. The Guardians inside of the ruin have to move a little bit. There we go. Putting one Guardian in front of the weapons platform and one behind over here. Same idea with the other squad. Moving 5 inches is totally fine. Right there. And then he's closer to the weapons platform as well. Okay. I guess that is almost everything. We just have the Autark, who can move his 18 if he wants to. If we move him 18 straight forward, he's gonna be away more than 7 inches from the last transport. So we can't trigger his ability yet. Although we can reach it with a run move. But I'm not sure if that's worth anything. I think he's gonna go for the same idea as the Beastmaster. He's gonna jump down here and stay hidden under the bridge, because there's barely any vision on them from the top parts of the map. It's just if you are on the bridge or really close by. And you don't want to be there because there's no cover, so that's fine with him. Alright. Good. Next thing is these guys here will turbo boost. And since they're Eldar or Dark Eldar Jade bikes, they can move all the way over there. And moving right in here. Now there's a flamer over here that we don't like. And we have to make sure we spread a little bit. Like so. But other than that, we are within 7 inches of both the transport and these guys. So as soon as something dies here, we can charge. Which is actually one of the cool things of this detachment. Okay. Shining Spears will also turbo boost in the Eldar way. As you can see, Eldar are pretty mobile. I guess we can just hop into the ruin or something. I don't know. We don't have to. We are just Shining Spears, right? So Shining Spears have Scaled Rider, so they can jink pretty nicely, and we'll see. Alright, so let's keep them right here. This is gonna be fun. I can already see it. I guess that's it. So let's see what we can fire. The D cannon is not in range of anything, really. Oh, it is. Nah, it's out of range. Okay, so let's start with the other D cannon then, because there's nothing over here that I need to trigger. So we can start with a nice and easy target. Just shoot and see what happens. Okay. So we're gonna put that blast right on here, because it's the maximum range we have. And that goes over 4 inches. Over here. Just, right there, I guess. Yeah, it misses. And that's the D-shot fault now. Okay, next up is jet bikes. So jet bikes into the multi-melter squad. We have scatter lasers in each, so 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Missing a bunch. But wounding on 2s, since it's strength 6. Not bad, and that's all 3-up armor saves because it doesn't have any AP. And that is 3 guys toast. Okay. Pew, pew, pew. Next, Eldar Jetbike unit does the exact same. Got 4, 5, 6, 12 shots. That's better. One single miss, wounding on 2s. And that should be a dead squad. Oh, there was one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're all dead. All right. And now we will see what the new detachment does, because these guys here are dying within 7 inches of both the Reavers and the Shining Spears. That means these guys can trigger an action that they haven't done yet this turn. Now, mind you something, I believe they cannot charge because they already turbo boosted this turn. And as is my understanding, the rule does not override the limitations of deep striking, disembarking, turbo boosting, and whatnot. It's just the actions you could do in addition. So these guys turbo boost, but they could still shoot, right? I'm not sure about this one though. I think they could be able to charge too. I have to read the rules there, but it doesn't make any difference. So first of all, I'm gonna shoot here, just so I can be sure that it's legal. So first soul burst action is gonna be the Shining Spears shooting into the Razorback with the Flamers. I'm hitting on 3s, strength 6, so 5s to do something. It's a cocked die. That's a glance. Oh, 1 glance on that Razorback. Okay. And then the Reavers will also shoot into this one, I guess. Hitting on a 3, missing. Okay, it's not twin linked to anything, is it? No. Let me see. Move, shoot, run, turbo boost, or charge. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. It's a little bit iffy because it says if it is the phase, but even in that phase we wouldn't be allowed to charge, right? So it's a little bit different than that. But okay, so one shot missed here, and these guys took one whole point of that Rhino. Okay, the Wraith Knight. What do we do with him? I'm gonna put one shot into this guy, one into this, and one into the other one. So first one misses, second one hits. What happens? Nothing. And then we need actually 4 shots because I have 2 of them, right? So 4 shots into the Razorback. And that's nothing. Alright, so that was a whole lot of nothing from the Wraith Knight. And we should continue with the rest. What else do we have? I mean, the Eldar can run, but I don't think he wants to because he's moving 18 inches. That's far enough. He doesn't have to run anywhere. The Beastmaster is gonna run though. And she has fleet. 4 inches. Oh, I guess just in here. And then we're gonna continue firing these bikes at the Cataphracti. Get that 12 shots again. Oh, decent hitting. We missed 4, so it's average. And wounding on 2s. Okay, all wounds. Those are all 2-up saves because they take the armor saves, and that's 2 guys dead. Boom. Easy peasy. Okay, other than that, I don't think I have anything, because that's the jet bikes, that guy, Reavers, Shining Spears, and we done. Okay, so next thing is we have some assault moves to do over here. Let's hide behind that building again, because I like that building. Hug the building. Actually, I'm gonna jump inside of the building, just because the Sterling Knight is coming in. So let's check what happens. Are we fine? And then the other unit... Oh, wait a second. That's not true. We have to check how far they can go before we do that. There we go. So 7 inches. And then the dangerous... They're fine. Okay. Let's hop those into the ruins again. Over here. These guys here over here could also move forward, I guess, but I don't think they have to. So I'm just gonna use those assault moves to go to the side instead where the Reavers once were, like over here. So that these have some sort of cover here. Okay, these guys turbo boosted, so can't do any assault moves over there. And that is Eldar turn 1. They did score first blood though, because the multi-meter squad is entirely dead. Damaged the Rhino here and there. The Wraith Knight failed horribly with hitting anything or wounding anything. And but we also took some Cataphracti out, so that's also nice because these guys are annoying for Shining Spears, and should be fine there. Okay, this program is called Tabletop Simulator Dark Angel. That's what it's called. Okay, so I think we bring in the Stern Guard here. The Stern Guard sucks against the Wraith Knight. Oh yeah, I have to declare the target, by the way. The priority target of the Stern Guard is gonna be the Wraith Guard, I guess, and then I'm not gonna bring them in, I'm just gonna bring in some Flamers, I guess. Flamers are pretty good against these guys is decent, and against jet bikes, maybe. Yeah, I think we have to wait one turn for the Stern Guard to deal with the D cannons. So I'm gonna try to come in right here to have a threat against the D cannon, and then also to threaten those bikes with some flamer attacks. Right there. Right here. Boom. We're gonna try to disembark into the terrain, so I have to roll for dangerous, difficult, sorry, not dangerous. They're not using their jump packs anyway, so it's enough to get up here, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep this guy here, so we can get some flaming hits here. Because he can target that guy, so we can hit these guys in the process. Same over here. Over here. And then we move these guys into the ruin. So actually keep unit cohesion. And over here. Okay. Second one. Dropping that about here, I think. So I can deal with both threats at the same time. Maybe I shouldn't have locked it down first. Oh, that one is a book scatter, so 9 inches. That's not very accurate though. Hang on a second, I have to measure a little bit different here. So that's 1 inch and that's 8 inches over here. Right there. Remove the die. And then we're gonna disembark. Where is my boys? There they are. Probably have to deal with the Reavers now because we can't really get anywhere else. Now this is a bad positioning. So these guys will just go for the Reaver kill this turn. And since these guys don't get any armor saves against that might be pretty effective against them. Like so. They don't have to roll for terrain here, because they can just use their jump packs moving the 6 inches and they don't land in dangerous, so they are all fine. Okay, actual movement now, since that was just the deep striking. I guess this Razorback has to move flat out, because we need to use those Marines at some point. So we're gonna move 12 inches over there. And just thinking about removing the captain from that squad so he can go alone, I think so. So he's gonna move 12 inches over here, and the Terminators will just advance towards that ruin. Devastator Razorback is moving 6 inches forward and gonna disembark the guys to here. Oh yeah, obviously tactical doctrine as always. Maybe I should declare those before, but doesn't matter. It's clear that we need to do the tacticals at the most of the time, because there's not many devastators anyway, and sword means it's just bad. So no, not really. What do we do with the Melta guys though? Do we risk getting into the water? And then 6, and then yeah, we can actually reach this guy, and he doesn't have cover from there either, so I think we're gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Ah, we get. Okay, so Razorback is gonna move 2 inches and then down 3 into the river. Has to move a little bit back, like so. And then the guys can disembark over here. I have to take terrain though. 5 inches is fine though. So let's get out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's measure that Wave Knight. 12 inches is right here, so we have to go here with the melta gun. He would get cover from there though, so we're gonna go over here instead. And so we don't give them any cover saves. Then the rest is gonna deploy basically behind because they don't want to get killed immediately. Like so. Actually, let's move a little bit further. Yeah, 5 inches is exactly there, so we should be fine in rapid firing range. And we get okay. So since these guys are dealt with, these guys should be dealing with the Shining Spears. And the Razorback is not going to move because it doesn't want to immobilize itself. But this one is going to move a bit to the side, and then we're going to disembark our Flamer. We'll put him 1 inch away, all right there. And then everybody else is going to try to spread a little bit so the decan doesn't ruin our lives. And then these guys here probably have to shoot into them as well, because they are Shining Spears, so they have 3+ armor saves, so might as well try to take them out this turn. And at least we can make them jink with the plasma gun. Actually, let's put the plasma gun up front. Not a good idea usually, but we need to have some line of sight here so they at least have to jink. Otherwise, that wouldn't make much sense. I'm actually going to move the Razorback, screw it. He's fine, okay. I just don't want them to blob up as much as they do right now. So let's pull that back a little bit so we have some good line of sight and less blobbing. Okay, then we still have one more melta gun over here. That one doesn't really have a use this turn, so I'm gonna probably move across here and see if I get immobilized. I do not. So we have 3, 4, 10. We can make it exactly on top, but not much further. And then this one here is gonna move 11 inches to here and then follow the other Razorback afterwards. Okay, looks like that is everything for movement, because we don't have much else to move. And let's go with the shooting. Shooting over here is basically just moving flat out, because I don't want to shoot with them yet. I'm just gonna wait and see where I can get with these guys. We stop in terrain. It's fine, and then we can do anything else. So the captain is gonna run because he doesn't have any good targets. 5 inches towards those spikes. That seems to be a good idea. The dev squad here is gonna fire. Not yet. First of all, I'm gonna fire my flamer. So we get 3 here, and then obviously another 3 down the other level, I believe. Like so. No, we only can get 3. Their bases are too big. So that's 6 hits with the flamers, because we have 2 flamers in that squad. Not as good. It's 50-50. Now it's fine. They have 3 up armor against this. Ooh, which they failed 2 of. So that's 2 dead bikes. And then we toss a grenade. That's a wound. That's fine. And then we have the... Oh, wait a second. They don't have bolt guns. They have bolt pistols. There we go. 2 bolt pistols. Hitting and no wounds. Okay. 2 shots from the drop pod. That's 2 hits and no wounds. Alright. So that one is done, and 1 bike is left. Then we're gonna fire these guys here, rapid firing into the... Yeah, into these guys here. I mean, not necessarily... Yeah, one of them is rapid firing. So technically I'm right. So 6 shots with the devs. And wounding on force. 3 wounds with 3+ saves. Okay, this time they all hold. Okay. We have a Razorback into the single bike. 2 wounds on him. And he's still fine. Okay, so he's pretty resilient here. I'm gonna move this guy here flat out. 3 inches and then another 3 over here. These guys can't run, so they will stay put. And I guess we... Now this guy here also has to flat out, I think. I guess he already went too far. He's just gonna snap fire. Yeah, why not? We're just gonna put him over here. And he has to take a test before he does that, obviously. Nah, he's fine. So no breaking chains here. Then we're gonna take the lucky shot with the melter gun. That misses, but we have tactical doctrine. And it still misses. Okay, that's bad. Grenade is not in range. Okay, never mind then. Let's just reroll this one for a normal bolt gun. Okay, there we go. So this guy would be in rapid fire range. This 2 and this 2 and that one too. Okay, so everybody else is gonna fire. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s, rerolling everything due to Ultramarines, and wounding on... Actually, we can't even wound it. Wait a second. Has toughness 8, right? Because they're stupid for some reason. Why do I even bother? Let's check the Wraith Knight. Yeah, he's a Wraith Construct, so he has toughness 8. Not even touched by something like that. The only thing that can touch him is actually the heavy bolters here. But I'll not fire them yet, because we have to know what happens to the Shining Spears. And that means we're gonna activate the Flamer first. 3 hits on the Shining Spears with the Flamer. Oh, that's solid 3 wounds, and they all will get their 3 ups, and they save them all. Okay. Nothing happening there. And then we have 3, 6, and a grenade. Grenade misses, but gets rerolled due to tactical. And that's all hits. Wounding on 2s and wounding on 4s. And those are all 3 up saves. Ouch! And that is 4 spears gunned down. Okay, since that happened, I'm gonna fire the Razorback. Trend linked. Wounding on 3s. 3 up saves. And they are finished. Okay, then over here we have obviously 6 hits on the Reaver squad with the Flamers. And that is 3 wounds, and they are dead because they don't get anything against that. They don't have any armors or whatsoever. Okay, we still have... he can't really see him. Let's say 2 Razorbacks into the Wraith Knight. Rerolling. And nothing. Okay, so nothing really there. What's that? That's the flamer, and this one is a plasma gun somewhere. There it is. It's not in rapid fire range, and it can't see him. No matter how big he is actually hidden behind that building. That's a good one about this map. We can actually hide stuff. So I guess that's it, because this stuff all can't hurt him. And everything else in range is pretty much dead. Okay, the one single bike that remains has to take a leadership test here. And it passes, no problem. Alright. So next turn Eldar, we have some reserves to come in here. They have some major work to do, that's for sure. 3 identical actually, no. No. That's not how this goes. It's a... Now wait a second. Is it right or is it not? Let me actually check real quick. But I think it is 1 squad, isn't it? Before I roll 3 here, because the guys are inside. They don't have to roll anyway. Now they actually okay. They're squadron. All right. So 1 roll for the entire thing doesn't come in, and then 1 roll for the Archon and his unit. They come in. Okay. So we're missing a bunch of our reserves here. Although we have a good amount of D shots coming in next, and we have to choose our target basically. Now we could try to annihilate the captain, or we can try to take out 2 Razorbacks here, possibly explode them too, and then the Wraith Knight has to stomp some guys too. It's interesting. Where do we want them? I think I would like to have them on this flank here, because the Terminators are not that fast, even with 6-inch movement. They're like way out of range, and then we can try to kill the Archon for some extra shots, basically. So let's do it like this. So we have 2 clear shots on the Razorbacks without any cover. And then we can blow up this one, and that triggers our death. And then we trigger the next one. The only thing is I could try to explode this one here instead. So the Wraith Knight profits from his death stuff. Can we go over here? It's a little bit tricky. We can't really get in within 7 inches of something. But it doesn't matter. The Wraith Knight can trigger that stuff for himself. And we still have this little suicide bomber here that can trigger that as well. It's going to be a little bit complicated, but I think they're fine where they are. I'm just going to keep them on the spot. Wraith Knight is going to go 12 inches to here, I guess. Whoa. It's a little bit iffy. Nah, I don't think so. I'm just gonna move him over here instead. Because there's guys inside of this and he wants to kill them. We're gonna make sure we don't touch terrain, so we can get our full initiative and then charge the next one on initiative 1. For some little Eldar cheese. We also have to see if the D-cannon is in range now. D-cannon is in range for sure, so we can get these guys wrecked. And then we have to see, can we get the bikes in range? I don't think so. No, they're not within 19, so we just can go for a normal shooting attack with those. So bikes coming out to play. This bike here is gonna also move through the terrain. Let's go over here. Right there. And then these 3 bikes will also move. Also fine. 12 inches over here. So we are close enough to trigger here, and then we can get our second round of shooting. Hey Gutsty, how are you doing? Okay. This one here has targets, basically. And I believe that's my entire thing, right? Oh no, there's some hidden guys. Yeah. Where's my autark, by the way? Ah, there he is. He's hidden too well. Let's jump that one. His 18. Where do we want him actually? We could grab the back of that one. I want to come too close to the Terminators though. Don't like that. No, I'm just gonna land in front of these guys and just attack them for the lull. Okay. These guys are all fine. The Beastmaster. Beastmaster's gonna take the Overwatch. Take it. Right there. Okay, seems to be fine. So next thing is shooting. Let's start with the Brave Guard, I guess. So first round of shooting with the Brave Guard. We have 5 shots with the D cannons, and we're gonna try to kill this one here. Alright, I need those 6s again, please. Ah, there we go, it's destroyed. And does it explode? No. Well, actually, these are pens as well, right? So in theory, I have to roll those as well. Okay, so it doesn't explode at all. So Razorback is done. Or actually, it should be wrecked, but doesn't matter. I'm just gonna remove it for now. And we Gucci. Okay, next fire. Because we get triggered into the Plasma Razorback. Ooh, oh, that was a bad one. Is enough though. Yep, that's D3 wounds on the Razorback. He's dead. And does he explode? No. So it's the next one. Like so. And that also triggers on the Autark. So the Autark is gonna fire his little spear. Pew. And 1 death. And that is all the Cerberus we're gonna get from that. So next is the Wraith Knight. He's gonna put a D shot into the captain, just for low. And what happens? Nothing. Okay, another D shot into that one. Hits. Something happens. It's wrecked. Does it explode? No. Nope. Like so. And then we have 2 star cannons, so one of them into the Razorback ahead. And that's nothing. And then another star cannon into the next one does miss. Okay, that is the Wraith Knight's turn. Next would be the D cannon. Gonna try to spread the love of the D. Or the D cannons. We have 2 of them. So we have 1 over here. Actually, we can just try to hit the Assault Marines, to be honest, so we can remove them. And target right there. So we hit the drop pod and the 3 guys at the same time. It's a direct hit. So I have 3 hits on the Assault Marines and 1 hit on the drop pod. So 3 hits on the Assault Marines. 1's dead, and 2 get their cover unless they are not in cover. Now they're in cover, that's fine. Okay, never mind. So 3 guys dead, and the drop pod is also dead. Does it explode? Plus 2 to this. No. So drop pod dead. 1, 2, 3 dead. And then I guess we have 1 Twin-Linked Shuriken Catapult. Pew pew. Hey, that's another one. Rending shot. And a normal save, so that's 1 more guy toast. Can we actually see that one? Now we can only see this one. So this one here is fine. Easy peasy. Okay, next shot. We have 24 range. I don't want to kill my own guys, but at the same time I like hitting multiple targets. So I'm gonna try to hit right here. Noise. The Razorback does take something. Yep, no cover save. How many? 2. So that one takes 2 to the face. Oh yeah, does it explode before I... Yeah, it does not explode. They're really lucky with the explosions. I mean, I'm getting lucky with the cover saves and everything, but no Razorback so far has been exploding. This one's just shaken. And then we have 3 hits on the Marines. That's 2 dead and 1 cover save. 1 cover save made, and boom. Oh yeah, I forgot to trigger my the rest of my abilities. Whoops. Okay, sorry guys. I already failed. This D-cannon destroyed the target, so it should be able to shoot again, because it was within 7 inches. So we're gonna fire this one again, because we're in the broken detachment. I completely forgot. I was so amazed by the fact that D-shots do so much damage that I'm actually forgetting that they could fire twice, because this is Eldar after all. Direct hit. 2 hits on these guys. That's 1 dead, and a cover save. Nope, that's 2 guys dead, and the Razorback dies on anything but a 1 is dead. Does it explode? No. Yep. Okay, so now we're fine. And now this one here triggers him as well, because he is obviously a non-vehicle model, just like the other guys here, by the way. So it's gonna shoot into the remaining sergeant here. 2 wounds. And he's dead. Blip. Actually, I should have done that in the other order. He should have fired first, so I can shoot him twice as well. Nah, doesn't matter. In the end, we just wiped a bunch of stuff off the map right away. Okay. So next thing is these Eldar jet bikes here into the unit here. So we can trigger the Wraith Knight again. Although we don't have to necessarily. No, it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. If you're wondering why I moved my jet bikes forward, that's exactly why. Because they get 10 times deadlier. Which I really like. It's very Tau-like. The closer you get, the more dangerous your weapons become. But obviously you're taking more risk. Okay. That's one guy dead. Look. And actually, could we trigger the Wraith Knight with this one? Yeah, okay, we should have... Okay, let's go back a second. This guy here would be triggered as well, because our detachment allows 2 units at the same time to get triggered. So the Wraith Knight should have another free action if he wants to. Which I'm not sure about, because he could charge in here, destroy that, and then go through difficult terrain here and kill these guys as well. Now I'm not gonna use his Soul Burst, just so I learn it. These guys here will fire into the Plasma Squad? Think so. Nah, into the squad number 1, because I can only charge the other one with the Autark. So we have 4 shots times 3 against the Melter Squad, I believe. Doesn't matter, we will see what they are. Might be even Flamers. And wounding on 2s. 2 guys dead. We can't really see them, can we? No, so we had to fire into this squad here anyway. So that guy's dead and that guy's dead. I guess the Autark has a little bit less targets then, that's all. Okay. We can also trigger the Beastmaster, so she's gonna take a pew pew shot. Nope. I don't think so. What does he even have shooting? I never play those units. She has a splinter pistol, yeah. She even has splinter pots, even better. So 2 shots. Okay, so 2 shots, another one. Yep. And winning on 4s. And 3 up safe. Nice. Maximum value right here. So that one is toast, and I believe... Maybe I should have shot the Wraith Knight again. I don't know. I think that was a mistake. I shouldn't have not done anything with him. Don't think it makes a difference at all, but still. Yeah, okay. So that is everything with shooting. Just like that. Like hundreds of stuff was destroyed here. Um, so leadership test, they are okay, and this squad here is also okay. There's one assault marine down there who's not okay. That's really good for me because he was gonna charge the D cannon. So he falls back 7 inches and takes the dangerous terrain, and then he's fine. Okay, I was gonna say if he breaks his neck now. So he's like, "Whoa, D cannon's too strong," and he's gonna try to escape. Okay. Um, Assault phase. I'm gonna charge the autark into squad number 2, who can overwatch, obviously, because they have 4 shots. Nothing. And he is in with 4 inches. Yeah, no problem. He's in. Chip. Beastmaster's gonna attack, I guess. What, is the flamer still alive? Nope, I killed the flamer. So I'll try. 3, 6, 7, 8. 1 hit. 1 wound. Oh, actually, she doesn't have any armor, does she? Whoops. Okay, I think the Beastmaster just died. Plop. Yeah. Maybe I should have done that before the autark charges, so I can get another round of shooting. So now we have nothing to trigger our death. Oh, it's Batman. Alright, in this case, let's continue with the assaulting. Wave Knight into that Melta bag. He should be in just fine. Yep, he's in. Doesn't have to touch terrain either because he's moving this way. And we get a impact hit, which does pen and stuns it. Then we get our 5 attacks or 4 attacks. What do you have, Mr. Brave Knight? He has 5 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 3s. And glancing on 1s. That is a bunch of pens. And it goes boom. 4 inches, so it's gonna hit my bike. Which wounds. And it's fine. And then it's gonna hit 3 Marines. Wounds once, and that's 1 death. That's a multi-gun. And yeah, I guess that's it. So that one is gone. The guys disembark. Right here. We have to take a pinning check and so on. So pinning check. Nope. And no snap firing either. That triggers my jet bike. My jet bike is gonna take a shot at that assault marine. That's 2 wounds on the assault marine. And he's dead. Easy peasy, no recuperinos. That also triggers my Wraith Knight, who can still make his shooting attack or he can make another charge. And I think he's gonna charge down here because he wouldn't get his extra attacks because it's still the same initiative step. But if he goes down here, he drops to initiative 1, so he gets to attack again on initiative 1 and then gets his stomps on top. He would get that up here though, because he's not moving through terrain. Or we just take a D shot at the captain. I don't know. Let's just take the attack, I believe. Nah, they are too far away. Damn it. I was planning on moving, on using the jet bikes. They're just a tad too far away. Hmm. Actually, it's a assault phase. So in the end, I should have let's do this right. So if I this is a new detachment for me, so excuse my misordering here. But these jet bikes should have moved with the sword moves 4 inches forward towards here. So now they should be within 7 inches of both squads, and then we can use our soul burst action to kill these guys with them and then attack here. Because we always get 2 actions, right? And we already triggered the action on the other squadron. Yeah, that should be fine. So 1, 2, 3 into the guys on top and wounding on 2s. And 3 up armor. That's 4 dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he is gonna make his attack over here. They will overwatch because it is still the assault phase for them. Because it is as if, oh, actually, the rest doesn't even need to fire because they can't hurt him. 5 inches is not far enough, though, I think. Oh, actually, it is. It is, sure. He has moved to cover. So 5 inches is exactly enough, and he's also a jump monster creature, so he can move as normal. I don't know. He fits there. He's just too fat on with the building. So we get our Hammer of Wrath attack on initiative step. Oh, actually, do we? I don't think so because it says initiative step 10. So we're at initiative step 4 or lower. So he wouldn't get it, right? That's pretty interesting. So let's go to initiative step 4. So that's where the Marines get to pile an attack. So we have 1 crack grenade on a 6. Nope. And now we get to attack again because we are at initiative step 1. Due to charging to terrain without any grenades or anything. And we kill 2 of them. Then we also get D3 stomp attacks. 3 of them. And we're gonna stomp here, here, and here. So 2 stomps on him. That's nothing. And then 1 stomp on him. That's a hit and a armor save. He's fine. Okay, so he's trying to run away. Yes, he will run. And do we catch him? We do. I'm initiative 5. So we stay locked in combat. And we're fine. Okay. Then at the end of the assault phase, these guys have to take a leadership test. If they don't pass, or he, because there's only 1 guy left. And then he moves 3, 5, 8 inches to here. Okay. Actually, not yet, but he would take that at the end. I'm just doing it right now out of order because I would forget. Because we still have that autark fight here. So the autark has 3 attacks base, 4. What does he have? He has a laser lance and nothing else. So he has 5 attacks because he has 2 close combat weapons. And he is hitting on 3s. And he's wounding on 2s because he's strength 6 at the moment. AP 3. Oh, it just kills 1 guy and then the other one survives. Piles in. Gonna hit me back. Punch me in the face. Nope. That is a leadership on leadership 7. He's okay. So we stay locked in combat. Hooray. I can't get shot. Okay. I think that is the Eldar turn. A little bit wonky, but as I said, I'm new to this, but I think I didn't make that much errors based on positioning. The only thing I should have done is move the assault move of the jet bikes first. That was important, because these things have nasty amount of mobility. They have 12 plus 2d6 movement to trigger their shooting twice. So that's pretty easy to do actually. The only thing is, as you can see, we have to come close and personal. That is everything. But as you can see, everything that's left is one Razorback, two Razorbacks, three Razorbacks, and then like maybe 6, 7 Marines. And that was basically without my army, because we still have that stuff in reserve. That's about 500 points maybe. And that's way more than 500 points of shooting. So these guys would take out anything that's left here next turn. But we still have some stern guards, so we'll see how it goes. What it was very interesting for the first time here. And I think I managed to trigger everything twice. He attacked twice, this one attacked twice, these guys shot twice, this one shot twice, these guys shot twice, and the autark shot only once because I failed. And that was an error here. I should have charged her first, then made him charge and shoot first, so he gets his another attack. Or maybe not, because I'm in close combat now, and that's good. But pretty crazy. Alright, let's go to the Ultramarines reserves. Let's hope they come in, otherwise they will be probably dead next turn. Like, just tabled outright. Okay, that looks like 0 reinforcement for the Ultramarines. Have a look what we do. First of all, the captain has to deal with the D-cannon. The D-cannon is such a strong unit in itself, it's not even funny. Okay, he's fine, and he's gonna punch that to the death. Pretty easy. The plasma guys, I mean, we have to deal with the Wraith Knight at some point. I'm not sure if I should invest any shooting into him. Because he's just not gonna die anytime soon. So I'm gonna move the plasma back over here and disembark my Marines, my last remaining Marines. Within rapid fire of the plasma gun is right there, and then everything else like so. Terminators can just move 6 inches over here, so they might actually get to that freaking jet bike. The only issue with that is, now it comes to the interesting part, right? There's this jet bike. Pretty easy to kill, right? But it is within 7 inches of the Wraith Knight, so as soon as that happens, the Wraith Knight is gonna get triggered and is gonna shoot or assault something. And that hurts. Every time he shoots or assaults something, something usually dies. So that jetpack is very dangerous, although it doesn't look like it. Next one. This one here is gonna move through cover, because there's no other choice. Yep. So can hop down here. Do we disembark? Because I don't want to kill it, to be honest. It's a little bit iffy. What can we even reach with these guys? We can maybe kill some bikes over there. I guess we have to disembark, because there's no point in staying inside of the transport at this point. We have to make sure that we deal some damage, or the reinforcements will just annihilate us next turn. Okay. So we can get some shots into the jet bikes there. I mean, he's still in combat, so he can't technically... Oh yeah, that's nice. So since he's still locked in combat, we can deal with that bike without him getting enraged, because he's gonna fight... he's locked in combat, so it doesn't trigger for him. Okay, so that's good. This stuff is all Gucci, and then what do we do here? I guess we attack and kill the autark. I think that's the only thing we can do at this point. Taking dangerous terrain here. They're all good, and these Marines here pretty much, I don't know, they don't have any special weapons left, so I'm just gonna move them up and over to the side, so they can deal with those jet bikes maybe. like so. And this lonely guy, I don't know. He's like he's a walking strike and death trigger. That's all he is. So I guess we charge him into there so he dies as well. I think so. We don't want him to live this turn, that's for sure. And that one's holding still. Okay. Tactical Doctrine still active, because we have that one multiple times. Huh. Yeah, these guys actually gonna fire into the Wraith Guard, I guess. So double plasma hits and kills one. Then we have rapid firing bolt guns, bolt guns. Twin linked. And wounding on 6s, because they're toughness 6. Oh, not bad. Come on, Wraith Guard. Do your 3 pluses. Oh, come on. Unlucky. So 3 Wraith Guard die. I guess we can keep firing, because then we have the heavy bolter. Whoops. 1 wound. Dude, just lay flat, please. Just once. There we go. 1 single wound. Actually, he's going to take that to the face. He's the closest. So Archon takes a wound. And he's fine with that. Okay. That was pretty successful. Not expected, but Plasma Gun and the Fate Armor Saves did some major work there. These guys into the jetpacks. No flamer shots, so we have 8 total. Rerolling misses. Okay, or not. 3 wounds on the jetbikes. And they are fine. Okay. Crack grenade from the captain into the D cannon. 1 hit. Nothing. Oh, actually, it's strength 6, 7. Yeah, that's actually a wound. Wow. Yep, that is gonna kill a guardian. June. Okay. This Razorback here into the jet bikes, because I really want them dead. 3 hits. 2 wounds. And 1 is finally dead. Pew. And that is all I have on this flank. I guess we can toss a crack grenade with the... nope. Doesn't actually, I think he drops his crack grenades for taking Terminator armor. Don't think he can do anything about it. Yep. Then finally these guys here. Let's see if anything is in rapid. Nope. So no rapid fire shots. Bolt guns hidden on 3s, re-rolling, and wounding on 4s with 3 up saves on the bikes. Nope. Not a wound. Razorback. 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 1 save. Drop pot. Nothing. Other drop pod got destroyed. Yeah, I think that is everything I can do. Okay. I guess leadership on the bikes. Bikes are fine, and that is it. So declaring some charges here. Terminators into that bike. Bike hits once in Overwatch and doesn't do anything. Distance. Yeah, no problem. 10 inches is all in. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. This guy into the Ravenite. He's in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the Ravenite, please. Yeah, he's in. He's a little bit bugged, but he's in. These guys here into the Autark. And they can fit like so. And this guy here into the platform. I'm gonna overwatch with my shrinking catapults. Pew pew. Nope. Distance. Oh, he's not in, seriously. He already used his jump pack, so he can't re-roll. And he's moving through terrain, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have move through cover. And he's not 1 inch away. Holy cow. Okay, Captain fails his charge. That is not good for business, for sure. Okay, so now we have to do the right order. We have to kill this bike before we deal with the Wraith Knight, because the Wraith Knight would go get his free action if we are unlucky. So let's go right here. The jet bike is gonna attack first. And doesn't do anything, and then the chaplain, I guess, can punch it. Dude, this freaking dice, come on. Alright, 3 wounds. Oh, come on. Let's do the Cataphracti. 2 hits and death. Okay, so ignoring its armor save. Soul Burst activates, can't do anything with it, because nothing is around that can be triggered. And then we go over here. Wraith Knight is going first. He's gonna divide his attacks into 2 and 2. Hitting on 4s, I believe. Okay, so 1 Marine is removed, the other one is still alive. Crack Grenade. Yes. And yes. 3 up armor. Oh, feel no pain. Nice, he took a wound off the Wraith Knight. Oh man. Dude, this guy is not cool in terms of hitbox. Like, how the hell is that his hitbox? Like, right there. I need to fix that for sure. So he's down 1 wound, but he gets D3 stomps. 1 right on his head. Nope, denied. Leadership passed on a 7. Okay, so we're still locked in combat basically. And actually, I would trigger the soul thing though. So the jet bikes get a free shooting. I'm gonna shoot the Terminators because they get triggered in death. Not bad. And winning on 2s. Take that, Terminators. That's what you get. Yep, that's 2 Terminators dead. Pew, pew. Okay. That is pretty... That's basically 1 Terminator and a Chaplain. That's all that's left in that squad. Okay, these guys are locked in combat as normal, and then these guys against the Autark. The Autark is gonna put his attacks onto the Assault Marines for obvious reasons. And hits 4 times. And that's a death, I guess, because it's... he didn't charge this turn. Laser Lance is strength user AP3. Yep, okay, so that's 1 Sword Marine down. And then the rest comes in. Oh, actually, we get the Hammer of Wrath. Nope. 1 tactical. Hits. Wounds. 1 wound. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Yep. So 4 Assault Marines getting 8 attacks. Plus 2 because the rest does have flamers. And hitting on 4s, getting 3 hits. My goodness, these guys. Please. 1 wound. Seriously. Like 2 wounds because he's toughness 3, but still. I think he's still alive because he has 3 plus armor, heavy aspect armor. Yep, he's fine. So he drops down to 1 wound and he's gonna take a leadership test. He's fine. Okay, we pie in. Raw. And that's it. I wonder if I killed this guy, but I'm not in range with anything to trigger, so it doesn't make a difference here. Okay. I guess that is all for this phase. Okay, So basically nothing happened really. We kicked one guy down. These guys killed two more Terminators. They killed one single bike. Autark dropped two wounds, and this one was really unfortunate. The Waveguard got destroyed. But then again, this guy didn't make the charge, so that's not good. So we have turn 3, Eldar, and we still have more reserves. So we have 3 reserves here coming in on a 2+. Comes in. Unless I don't want them to come in. But I think I want to. It's kind of hard to say, because I could try to come in, annihilate the Sternguard when they arrive. Let's check the battlefield here, because we can subtract 1 from the roll as well, so we would fail that one. These guys here I can't kill, because they're in close combat. These guys here are not in close combat. They are just one squad, so I could kill those. There's one Razorback I could assassinate. There's one guy here I could assassinate. There's the Terminator, so if I drop here, I can basically kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets. I think that that says we gotta come in right now. So Falcons will deep strike without scattering. And let's see where we want to drop. Probably. That's a little bit iffy. Like so, maybe? 4 inches away. Okay, so this is the squadron, so they have to stay within 4 inches. This is the first guy placed, and then the rest deep strikes next to him and does not scatter. And now we disembark the Dire Avengers, and we also obviously gonna activate their once per game, shoot 3 shots instead of 2. And they disembark out of the back hatch. And then we'll show you what basic Eldar infantry is capable of doing with pretty much nothing. Okay, then the other one is gonna drop out behind here and then out this way. So in the gap, basically, right here. And then we conquer line to make sure we get some nice hits on the unit here, like so. And then the last group over here is gonna disembark. Now we have to go through terrain. Let's see how far they can go. Nice, so they can even drop down if they want to, and I think they do want to. Because there's 2 guys that we can trigger our death with, so it's pretty easy to pull it off. I can drop another one. And that should be it. Because they have 18 on their weapons, so everything should be in range of everything. And we can just gun them down this turn. Okay. That is everything I need to move. Then the jet bikes will move 12 inches over here. So they can also profit from this big killing spree. And then these guys here will come closer to here to trigger the death on these guys here. Yeah, makes sense. And then the D cannon can basically take a port shot on this guy and try to take out the entire blob, including my autark, if it wants to. I guess makes sense, right? I'm not sure how we deal with this guy though. Do I fire my wave serpents? My falcons into him? I think it's worth it because he needs to die. I want to save my D cannon, and we don't necessarily have to kill the freaking drop pod or razorback in this case. I don't know. I think we just pulse him down because he would get instant killed by my pulse lasers. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay. Then we have these 2 fancy guys. Guess the Archon is going to join that combat in case there's something left. And the Wraith Guard is going to take a nice little shot at that Razorback over here. And then it can get triggered on these guys. It's not close enough. Damn it. Okay, so it's a little bit too far away. Let's do it different then. Then it's gonna move with him, but it's not gonna join him. So we can shoot that one and then shoot these guys again in the face. Yep, that seems to be the right choice here. Okay, and then this one gets triggered off his death to shoot twice at something else. This is just ridiculous. Like the amount of firepower I'm gonna get is, you will see, is pretty nuts. Okay, let's start with these guys here shooting into these guys. Now these are Dire Avengers, so they have 2 shots normally, but with their special ability for 1 turn, they get double the shots. And they're also hitting on 2s because I gave them +1 ballistic skill for obvious reasons. So all of these are hitting on 2s and wounding on 4s, 6s, killing Marines. Well, they got lucky there, so it's one dead Marine, and then the rest is just saves. Not so lucky with the armor saves though, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them dead, leaving the sergeant alive. Okay. Next I'm gonna fire the Falcons, so we can kill him and use the D cannon. So Falcons have 2 shots on each pulse, and it's wounding him on 2s because it's strength 8. And that is a 4-op cover, or he's instant killed. And he's dead. 4 times over. Shablam. That triggers our cannon. Oh, actually, I should have fired. Okay, let's do this right here. So first of all, this cannon should fire at something else. So the cannon can shoot again, because I don't think you can shoot and then shoot again. Because the rule states that you can shoot and even if you have shot already, but it doesn't state that allows you to get an extra round of shooting. At least that's how I read the rules. Okay, so let's rewind time a little bit and make this right, because I need to learn how to play this correctly. So first of all, this cannon has to shoot at the Razorback. That's the best idea here. Because we don't need it to trigger something else, we just need, yeah, there we go, 1 hit on the Razorback. It is a pen, and how many? 3, it's wrecked. Merp. And that triggers Strength and Death onto this Dire Avenger squad, and also onto this Dire Avenger squad. This Dire Avenger squad wants to shoot again, and it's gonna open fire into the Razorback, I guess, because we have strength 4. Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. So we're gonna fire again with our full shots again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we are still in the same round. Hitting on 2s. And glancing on 6s. Oh, just 1 glance? 2 glances actually. Is it enough? No, it's still on 1 whole point. Okay. But that's already, these guys already fired twice. So now we can shoot with the rest. These Dire Avengers will shoot these guys here. So we have 3 shots times 6 again, hitting on 2s. Okay, pretty solid. And wounding on 4s with 6s instant killing. Removing without armor saves, so 2 guys are removed, and then the rest has to take armor saves. Yep, that is all dead. That means they get triggered, and we can fire again. Probably that at the Terminators, I guess. And that would also trigger these spikes here if they want to. So I'm gonna trigger these spikes here into the Razorback, I guess. And then these guys into the Terminators. I'm running out of targets here, like, it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, okay. So it says immediately make the attack, but since it happens immediately for both units, I can practically choose what I want to fire first because it doesn't make a difference in terms of timing. Razorback is dead because it doesn't have enough cover. Let's remove it so I know. And then the trigger on the Dire Avengers onto the Cataphracti. So we have 3 shots. 1, 2, 3, 6 times. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 4s. It's 1 in 1 save. He's fine. And then these are all drop armor, basically. Okay, it's 1 save failed. That kills the last Cataphracti Terminator. And that will trigger nothing else, I believe, because I already fired with the bikes. It could trigger these guys, but they didn't fire yet. So I'm not going to fire those with that trigger. Because I still can kill these guys or these guys with the Dire Avengers. It's a little bit confusing, but that's I think that's how it's supposed to work. So this unit into the chaplain, who's now alone. 1, 2, 3, 12. That's a bunch of 1s. Come on, guys, give me some more 6s. I'm only getting 1 6 here. Nah, not really. But a lot of wounds, so can't complain there. So 4 up is fine, and then 2 ups on his armor saves. He's not fine, he's dead. Blam. So that triggers them to do another action, and this time they're gonna open fire into the remaining Marine squad over here. So we have 3, 6, 12, 18. Missing a lot of hits here. Wow, that should have been a little bit more, but that's okay. Okay, so 2 guys are dead, and then we have 4 wounds with normal armor saves. Let's check it. It's 2 more dead, and let's see if the others have... No, there's no cover. There's absolutely no cover in between. So that's 4 guys dead. These guys here are getting triggered. So basically I should have shot these bikes into here first. This is really like confusing. I should have shot the bikes into the Razorbacks and then finish him off with them shooting, and then shooting these guys off so these guys can shoot again. Although there's no targets left they could shoot at, so it doesn't matter. So these guys will basically get a free action, but other than that, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Okay, so we have 4 shots each into the Razorback. Hitting on 3s. And glancing on 5s. Oh, that is probably dead. Nah, it doesn't really have armor cover. It's dead. That one is gonna trigger the Archon, I guess. Yeah, he could do something special, but I mean, there's nothing left here to do. He's just gonna charge either way, and that's it. Wraithguard can't do anything about it because it's everything is already dead, so it can't even fire. And I guess that's everything. I mean, I still have that D shot here, but there is nothing left I can shoot it at. Yeah. Did not require any Ds here. This one could fire at here, but it's too far away. Okay. Alright, so these guys already got their special. No, actually, no. We don't have to use this action. I completely forgot about that. So these guys would have shot this regardless, just with their normal shooting. So they still could do their soul burst. And then these guys can also do their soul burst because they haven't done anything yet. I'm not going to waste that action for this turn. And obviously the Wraith Knight also has still his soul burst because he is he's not done yet fighting. So we gotta charge the Archon into there. He's in. You can also charge the Brave Guard pretty much. Yeah, it's also in. Why not? Let's punch them. Actually, no. That doesn't make any sense. It's a lonely Brave Guard. They can't assassinate that next turn. He's just gonna stay where he is. I don't want him in close combat. Now we gotta do the assault moves with the bikes. They have to be close enough to these guys to get triggered, which they are. So that's good. These guys here will have to do the assault moves to get closer. 5 inches. Over here. Actually, it's even better than that. We need to snipe this guy with those. So they should be moving their assault moves closer so they can see him. Over here. So now they have line of sight to him. So if something dies here, they can shoot him instead. Okay, that makes sense. The rest is still in combat, so we don't have to do anything. So first combat, I'm obviously going to declare the Wraith Knight, because that is the one that needs to join in here. He hits once. Okay, that was pretty crappy, but at least he kills him. And that means he gets to consolidate. I mean, does he get to consolidate before I do the Soul Burst? I don't think so. I think I get my Soul Burst afterwards. And that's at the end of the current initiative step that this triggers. And I think that's before consolidating, so he would now get his charge to these guys or his shooting phase. I'm gonna choose this charge, obviously. That is not enough, I think. But he can reroll that because he is he did not use his jump pack this turn. So he can reroll the entire charge distance. And that's enough. So Wave Guard is hopping over here, dropping down to initiative 1. Because he came out of difficult terrain. Or dangerous in this case, but which he does ignore. And upon his death, these guys don't get triggered because they already got triggered this turn. I need to do some marker stuff there. So one impact hit from him is gonna overrun one Assault Marine. Plop. And no challenges or anything. So the Autar gets to go first, I guess, because then first the Autar, then the Archon, I believe. So Autar is gonna go with his 4 attacks, hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s, no saves. Nothing. Then the Archon is gonna go next. 6 attacks on the charge. 2 hits. 1 wound. 1 save. Then they go at their initiative. So we have... let's put them all onto the Autark, I guess. Yeah, all onto the Autark. So we have 1 tactical. And that is it. He's dead. His death triggers the bikes to shoot at him. 4, 4, 4, 12. It's not very good with the hitting though. And 3 ups. Yep, he's dead. Blop. And that means the Assault Marines get to pie in and fight the Wraith Knight, I guess. 1 against the Wraith Knight, 1 against the Archon, because he was already in close combat with him. No hits, and then these guys against the Wraith Knight. Oh, they can't even hurt him. They should have used the crack grenades, so nothing. Then the Wraith Knight is gonna get his 5 attacks on initiative step 1. He's gonna put 4 into one of them and the other one into the tactical. Okay, that's him dead, and two guys here dead. D3 stomp attacks. One, and that's a wound. It's actually, yeah, that is a wound. And that's one more dead. Okay. Actually, Archon is triggered, but he can't do anything, and so we just consolidate. 6 inches. This way, I guess? I don't know. I'm just gonna stay here. I want to stay central. The Archon is gonna consolidate 5 inches to here. Okay. And that would be a tabling unless the dropper is still alive. So that is not a table yet. But I think I can end the game here because these guys here gonna come in, and we basically have everything left. Like apart from my melee units, nobody died. And I think I also got a lot of impressions what I need to change and how I need to order stuff because I made a lot of mistakes with the ordering here. So basically, you have to think about how do I need to trigger something and how do I trigger it if I don't need to trigger it this time. Um, the Wraith that gets stuck in close combat, that was, for example, a very good example of how to not do it because he was wasting time, pretty much. Or in this case, it was my good tactical decision to send a second tactical in there. But I mean, it's that was obvious. If I'm playing against a good player, that's what everybody should do. Pretty simple. But I didn't have to charge him. I could have just taken my free round of shooting, killed him, and then triggered next turn, because there was no way the Wraith Knight was going to die to any shooting. And yeah, I don't know, it was fine. I really enjoyed the Die Avengers here. This action. It's a very expensive formation, but the ability to get 3 shots each guy, so 18 shots times 2, because obviously you're gonna kill something most of the time, and if not, the Falcons would do something, and then we have 3 units of those, so I have 36 shots times 3. And all of that at strength 4 with Blade Storm, so the ability to get something wounded no matter how high the toughness and so on. The Falcons, I mean, the Falcon formation is cool, but it has the one issue that it has to fire at the same target. But the ability to bring the Die Avengers wherever they need to be, precision, deep striking, is like super awesome. I really enjoy that. And if there was monstrous creatures, for example, the Falcons are excellent monstrous creatures hunters. They have strength 8 AP2 and strength 6 AP2 shots. And at that they have 12 of those in total. And also twinning shuriken catapults. And then they also have stuff inside that can hurt these kind of things. And they also can hurt gargantuan creatures with that. So that's basically our chance to focus fire something down if I really want to. And with that amount of shuriken, you can also bring down like bigger foes than those tacticals. Yeah. So performed pretty much as expected. The D platform performed really, really well, just because of the ability to shoot twice. Because naturally, what you try against artillery is you can try to come close and remove it. And then upon the death of that drop pod, it got to fire twice, which is usually something that wouldn't happen too often. But since it's a non-vehicle model, it gets the ability. And there was certainly something that died within 7. So that was nice. Triggered, got double the firepower of each cannon. That is really, really undercosted. So very, very solid unit. And definitely something I would like to have in my heavy support. The one thing I'm not sure about is that thing over here with the guys. Can they actually turbo boost and then charge? Because I don't think the special rules circumvents the problem that you cannot charge after a turbo boost, no matter what. They could do that in the enemy phase. Pretty sure about that one. But I don't know. I don't think they should be able to do that after turbo boosting. So the best they could do is shoot, because nothing would disallow you to shoot after your turbo boost, because it is a option next to that one, and that doesn't prevent you from doing anything. It just says instead of shooting, you can do that and that. It doesn't say after turbo boosting you may not shoot. It's a instead of, so you can do it as well as, or even though you already did it, you can do it again. So the approach here was pretty much wrong. I should have had more shining spears and more stuff, and then the depth of the first group here should have been able to trigger the guys over here so they can do their charge move in the enemy phase. And you can also combine that with some more deep striking transports and I don't know, Black Guardians maybe. So you have some more options. Also, somebody mentioned that Black Guardians are not as good as in this detachment because they can't trigger their own death thingy. That is true, but only halfway. As you can see, there was a lot of stuff that couldn't do that. Like the dread bikes, for example, couldn't trigger the ability until the later turns. That doesn't matter though. If you send something into range of that, you get to shoot it with a jetpack, and there you go. You trigger the action for them. And that's something that the Black Guardian or the Black units can do in pretty easily. They kill stuff. Drop the Viper, precision deep striking back behind the Rhino, shoot the Rhino, Rhino is dead. Yes, it is more than 9 inches away, but it's a vehicle, it can't trigger anyway. And then you can use your units that are around the target to do their second round of shooting or turbo boosting or whatever they want to pretty much. So it's more like you need to find a balance between triggering the strength from death and actually using the strength from death. And I think the Shining Spears have some potential there because they have shooting and turbo boosting, mobility. They're just a little bit expensive, I fear. I don't know. The Reavers have the big disadvantage, obviously, dying to flamers like nothing else because uh, they just have their 5-up armor, which is laughable. They are pretty good in close combat, but you cannot just send them out and expect them to live. It doesn't work like that. What else did I have? Jet bikes really performed very, very well because I was using them very aggressively, and the Ultramarines were giving me targets to use their shooting more. And there's one really good thing about scalar lasers. They have 48 range, allows me to pretty much come closer, kill something, and then shoot something far away from me and burn that down. I mean, I used these very, very aggressively, but still had enough targets around them so they didn't get focused too hard, and they did so much damage that there was not much they could fight back. I killed so many Razorbacks and everything, no problem. And I don't know. Yeah, the one point I want to make last here is the Brave Guard. I think the Brave Guard did perform well because they killed stuff twice here, and the D-shots are pretty much a sure way of triggering the strength from death for something else. That's really nice because it's very reliable. I would have loved to have some D-size here though. If I had those, they could have been taken out many, many more units than usual. Just because of the ability to get the Archon with them. They are pretty expensive with the D-size, 50 points more, but to be honest, I could have dropped the Sky Reavers or the Beast Hunter, or I don't know, something to make it work. No problem. So that's not the issue here. Autark performed as always because he allows me to get my reserves going. He also dealt some damage. He's a distraction unit. He was feeling Warlord kill in the end, but that's only because I overused him a little bit, and I could have played around that a little bit better. So it's actually exactly like I expected. The detachment is really, really powerful, but you have to do the right ordering. Because I was going back and forth here and obviously made a lot of mistakes, but I think rules-wise that's is how it should be done. So I didn't think I was doing anything illegal, other than um, changing up the ordering a little bit, which I obviously wouldn't be allowed to do otherwise because I made a mistake. Yeah. I don't know, nothing much else to say. I think it's pretty um, interesting how easy this list was dealing with uh, rhinos and razorbacks, because there was plenty of razorbacks everywhere. And to be honest, it was 9 vehicles to kill. And apart from one drop pod, we basically took them all. So we killed everything that was for free and the guys inside. Simply because the army had basically the double amount of shooting on those TIE Avengers that basically wiped out everything else that was left, and everything that was not wiped out was killed by the Wraith Knight and other stuff. And this game would have been way, way, way easier for me if there was objectives, because the objectives I would have controlled them all, and the Ultramarines had to spread even more to get the objectives. So basically, if you want to play this army, you can focus fire really easy because you, as you can see, if all the guys are next to each other, your 7-inch range on Strike from Death is really not that prohibitive. But if they spread, I get to choose my targets, and with double firing and Eldar goodness, because their units are in general just better, I would have picked off the Marines so easily. I don't know. It's basically very good detachment for units that can take out transports and then kill the insides as well. And also like single target stuff like, I don't know, maybe monsters, creatures, something like that. If you can kill that in one turn, it's basically really, really easy to kill another one. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm a little bit ill, so my brain's going a little bit slower. But I think I got you guys a good impression of what this is capable of, and obviously you can min-max this way more than I did, and you can play this a little bit smarter. But I'm really interested. I want to build another list and see how that does. Maybe some more close combat, maybe some of my psychic cheese lists, because I think those can be really, really nasty in this kind of detachments. Yeah, and I feel it was still enjoyable to watch, because obviously this new stuff is always cool when you see it performing as it should. And I did basically use all of the special rules. I did not battle focus because I forgot that I don't have it. Everything moved as it should, I think. Yeah, leave your comments below if you think there's rules I did not play right. Especially on the thing with the turbo boost. Can you still charge after that? Or how would you say that? Or is there anything that does say so that they would be not allowed to do that? Because in the enemy's turn it's pretty simple. There you are out, because that is the next turn. It doesn't do anything. But before that, I think that's a little bit iffy with the rules. And I would like to have a little bit of a FAQ talk on the detachment itself. Okay, and that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did so, subscribe, leave a like, whatever you want to do, and happy wargaming.